everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a little bit of a weird video. I don't know, but I think I said it for the last flea market video or videos, because I had like two very big Barbie fashion lots in there. And when I filmed the first, like from this first big Barbie pickup, all the fashions were like already 45 minutes long. So my brain was like, I might just put this in a completely separate video, because somehow it also destroys the flow of a flea market video, because like it was one of the first things that I found, and because in the end of the day I also found another even bigger Barbie lot, also lots of Petra fashions. But this is this video. I'm filming it just in a different room right now with my boy toys behind me, just because I put the table up here. There's no reason I'm not talking about turtles today. Yeah, it's really, I'm gonna show you everything up close. I'm gonna flip the camera down so you can just see my hands and the fashions. I will show you everything that I have identified as Barbie or identified as Petra. Show you the things that I have not identified, but they could be Barbie. Show you the things that I haven't identified 100%, but I guess they could be cloned, but I still like them. And also we'll go a little bit like over the things that I'm like, these are clone fashions and I'm not gonna keep them. So there's lots of fashions, and also the accessories, of course, because especially in the first lot there's also lots of shoes and the accessories, headpieces, whatever, necklaces, etc. And the other one, there's less shoes and accessories, there's more fashions and a lot of Petra. So this is the video for today. If you're not into Barbie fashions, then you can just skip this one. That's why I didn't want to include it into the flea market videos itself. I probably did show you some like highlights of these lots already, but in depth, this is the video. So let's have fun with that. So let's start with all like the fashion and accessory pieces that I got from the seller. It's quite a lot, but it's also, so I sorted it in different bags. There's also quite a lot of clone fashion, so not Barbie, meaning whatever company, Petra, Steffi Love, or stuff like that. So I'm guessing this is all not Mattel Barbie. Also this probably not, but still, I don't know, with some of these pieces I'm definitely like, they're cool. And then, but still, this big bag I have all identified as being Barbie, and we'll go into detail. But maybe let's start with the accessory lot. It's quite a while since I've now sorted all of that. I might not have, yeah, I think I haven't identified most of that, but I have put it together in separate small bags, chunks of, these are boots or these are blah 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 accessories. So let's see, what do we have here? So yeah, first of all, I think what's loose in this bag is all stuff that, I don't know, whatever. It's just some flowers that might have come from, I don't know, Barbie headpieces or something, but I don't know, nothing really. And then this boot here, this rubber boot that was clearly painted from someone, and I don't know, so stuff that clearly I'm not gonna keep, I don't know. So, what else? Yeah, here's a little bag with more like, kitchen utensils, but I'm so sure I know these pieces. I think I had them as a child. This type, these bottles, these milk bottles. Gonna keep them, although like stuff like that, I'm never doing anything with it. I'm not putting out together like dioramas or anything like that. So I'm actually not doing anything with it, but especially because I remember these from my childhood, but I'm pretty sure it's not Mattel. What else? Yeah, also not Mattel. Definitely these pieces here. They're LOL pieces. So we have, it's even still attached to this mannequin thing, but this is like one of the hangers. This is one of the, I don't know from whom, but big glasses. I'm pretty sure these are earrings from an LOL doll, so I don't know if, or probably OMG, but I don't know, I don't know, maybe it is also tweens, I don't know. And a hand. yeah, there's an LOL hand. So, and a mini boot, which definitely comes from one of the LOL tots. So from the LOL surprise. So also stuff like that was in here. So it's weird that this mostly is, you know, like 80s, 90s Barbie things. And then there's also new LOL stuff in here, but well, who knows? Okay. Also newer for sure are these shoes. These could be also my scene or something, but they're cool. And also these, there's two of these translucent ones. There might be Disney or something from a Cinderella, or maybe they could be Barbie, but they're definitely not like 80s, 90s. These two, that's what I separated as in shoes of more modern ages. Then we have lots of single shoes, not gonna show them to you. There is a couple of like original ones might be in here, but mostly it's, I think, not Mattel, but there might be some, but yeah, they are single shoes. I mostly keep single shoes. I have one big bag of single shoes, and every time I have more single shoes as I have now, I go through it, and sometimes I can pair some together. What do we have here? These are pairs, but not Mattel. So these are clone shoes, and you can easily identify that something is not by Mattel by holes underneath in the sole. So like this, something like this, Mattel shoes don't have. Or often you can also see it on normal pumps. But then also there's shoes that don't have it, like these. But still, from the mold, you can see the mold lines and the you know, it's not super clear, and also how the material feels, and that the shape is not 100%. I can just tell it's not like from Mattel, but still a lot of these are like from Steffi or Petra, and they're still good shoes. And I will definitely still keep them because I do use them. I also do use clone shoes. If it is sometimes more important to me to have the correct color, or have a correct color when I put together outfits or something on dolls, than to have like 100% a Mattel shoe. It sometimes doesn't matter to me. So these are really good because these are all pairs. Then what's in here? These are clearly Barbie, original Barbie pairs. So maybe let's have a little bit of a closer look, because there's some really cool ones in there. I have now 2 pairs of the Adidas sneakers that come from the All-American line, or like weekend line here in Europe. So pair of Ken shoes, light red, done twice dark red. We have 1 pair of little mules. Someone painted them, so there is a little bit of red, but I think it's just nail polish, so I can probably get that off. They're pink. And yeah, these are original, and I can tell because they have a oh, it's super small, you can't see that, but they have a country of origin underneath. And also blue, magenta, black. These might not be Barbie, but I mean, very, very similar in gray. So I don't think these are Barbie. I don't know why I put them here there. I think these are clone shoes, but it doesn't matter. As I said, I love also these. Oh, there was something that fell out, because these are also LOL accessories, pretty sure. What else do we have here? Ah yeah. These are also single shoes, but definitely Mattel, so definitely Barbie. These I'm like clearly like always super happy about, because like, you know, if you have one of this type of, you know, pink shoe, I 100% have a matching one in my, you know, single stash. So that's always good. And there's some flat ones, a flat yellow. I probably have another one of those. With special shoes, it gets a little more difficult, because I mean, this is a newer shoe mold. I'm pretty sure, and it is very unlikely that I will ever find a second pair of this, so the second one, but who knows. I keep also the single shoes. So, unless they're super crappy ones, but, yeah, you know. And what is this? Yeah, these are also clone shoes and also pairs, but a lot of them I don't like because they are not really good. Like the other ones that I showed you, they are like nicer quality, and some of these are really crappy. And I don't know. I mean, I probably will not, I don't know, keep these or something. They feel super flimsy. They are very ugly. So something like that. I mean, I will go through it again, see what I keep and what not, but these are definitely pairs, so at least there's that. So actually quite a lot of shoes, very good. And now here are the other accessories. There's a bunch of different things, hats and necklaces and stuff. And there's one thing is sticking out immediately. I couldn't believe my luck. I could not believe my luck. I finally have the necklace of Western Fun Barbie 1989. Release date 1990. I'm really puzzling together my Western Fun. Western Fun was one of the very first Barbies I ever picked up at the flea market, and then slowly gathered her outfit, and then found the pants, and then I had pink boots on her, but then I found the better pink shade, and then I have like one earring now, or like the dangly part, and I have the belt now, and blah blah blah. And one of the last pieces now is actually this necklace. So I think the only thing I'm now missing is the second earring, the dangly part. She has the little pin in the ear, but not the dangly part. So this is the last thing, but so good. Sorry, okay. Side tangent here, but also other cool stuff like this. And I will definitely keep this. This is from the Fountain Mermaid Barbie. I have this doll for the longest time. I also have this crown. I even found it again at the flea market, so at one point I had a double, but I never had one that had the little gem in there. They easily fall out, and I never really found a gem in exactly the size to replace it. So that's why mine is missing the gem, and I will clearly give this to my doll. And also this has still a little string here. So also very, very good accessory. Yeah, this I don't need, but I think I have the same one already, like a helmet. Very cool bag with snake print, don't know where it goes. Another cool crown actually. Probably, yeah, it has, yeah, this is also not Barbie because it has, you know, the what's it called? The back metal has come off, but I've never seen that. This is a cool belt, often from Petra, my experience. Some smaller accessories. Another nice necklace, probably Barbie. A weird hat. It is like a super light plastic, like a cowboy hat from the you know, shape, and then all sorts of stuff on it. I don't know if I keep that. I don't know. It's very costumey. Cool bag. Don't know where it comes from. Definitely more modern. Such a cool necklace. Such a pretty necklace. Oh my god, I'm head over heels over this. Another small bag, and I don't know, a gem from whatever it is. Okay, concerning the fashions, I think what I will do is I will first open this bag, which is probably clone. Some of this could be Barbie, but not really. But it's cool. Then we will get to all of the original Barbie pieces, and in the end I will get to the pieces that I haven't identified, and probably there's no identification needed because it's clone stuff, but I will go more or less a little faster through this because, I mean, it's the least interesting part. But these pieces I think are pretty cool. As I said, nothing identified, because this screams actually to me that this is a Barbie or like a Mattel thing. It could also be a Disney thing, because I was thinking of a jasmine skirt or something, because it's the Mattel material. It's glittery at the bottom and at the waistband. It's stretchy. If someone can tell me where this comes from, it could be also a newer Barbie or something, but honestly the material, I mean, it screams 90s to me, but I absolutely couldn't identify this. Oh, I actually have identified this now because I found another piece to it. I can't remember right now, but I have, I think, the matching, like matching pants, I think this could be, is this from Earring? Is it from the Earring Magic fashion line? I think this comes from the Earring Magic fashions, if I'm not mistaken. Oops, I forgot that I had actually identified it in the meantime. What do we also have here? A little bikini that I don't think is Barbie. It is more Skipper size. I think the Skipper was wearing it, but it is absolutely not a Mattel material. This is not one of the jersey materials that Mattel was using. So my guess is it's not Barbie, but it's a cute little bikini. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we have here something that's Disney branded. I think DuckTales, Webby, I don't remember that the girl was called Webby, but apparently it's the Walt Disney Company, it says here. But material-wise, etc., and I know I have looked through the Disney fashions from Barbie itself, this is not. But in the 90s, Simba also had the Disney license to produce also Disney dolls, but also fashions, etc. So there is a line of Barbie size, so more like Steffi Love than, I don't know if it was branded Steffi Love, probably Disney fashions, and I guess this is from it. And by the material, I mean, this probably goes together. It's probably like a cute pyjama, and I love it. I really love it. It doesn't matter that it's not Barbie. I think there's another cool, yes, this one. There's another one of these pieces. Mickey Mouse, the Walt Disney Company. I love it. It's so 90s. It's so 90s. Is there maybe, was there also some pants belonging to that? No, to this, I don't know if there's matching pants, but I have another one here. And I mean, this could go to it, though it is not the same material. But yeah, I have also one with Donald Duck playing baseball. This is so cool. This is actually an interesting material. I've never seen it on doll fashion ever. This is seersucker. Seersucker is usually a material that, I mean, I personally don't like it for bedding, but people often have bedding out of seersucker. Interesting. But I would probably pair it together with this because that would make another cute you know, sleepwear. This could very well be something from Barbie. I couldn't identify it. It's really nice, you know, quality. It's obviously, it's not real fur. This is like fake fur. And it's hemmed and all. I mean, there were also like Barbie, like shops, you know, boutique play sets and all that had little pieces like this. Maybe it comes from something like this. This is a headpiece. I can't really tell if this is anything. I mean, or maybe it's not a headpiece, or maybe it is. I don't know. What is this? It's stretchy here. Is this a garter? Or I mean, it's very cute. I don't know. It looks wedding tie. I don't know. Then we have this jacket. I love it. It is a little small, or at least the arms, the sleeves are short, so it might even be more like, I don't know. I don't think that this is a Rainbow High or LOL, but it could be. But it is so nice. Oh, it feels so soft. It's such a nice piece. Love it. Oh yeah, these mini pants I actually know right now. I know that they come always from the Hart family dolls, or similar, you know, the Rosebud baby dolls in the Barbie line, the smaller ones. They often had these. I can tell by the material. What do we have here? Ah yeah, these are some small, you know, just shorts. I guess because material-wise, they feel like the typical Barbie soft, sleek, I don't know, nylon jersey thing. I don't know, what do we have here? Ah, one of those, you know, Velcro type diapers. Don't know exactly, but I always keep them because sometimes I find, you know, these Barbie babies or whatever without anything on. This is a nice little panty. It's more Skipper size. So I don't know if this is Barbie or not. Material-wise, it does not feel like Barbie. This might be. This might be. But, you know, I can't tell where this goes. One Barbie was wearing it. Actually, interestingly enough, we have another pair of this. It's not the exact same. It's a little bit darker. Ah, these are tights, and these are tights. These are leggings, and these are tights, so they have socks on them. Something like that I always keep. Love it. But these are leggings again in red. Feel very much like Barbie material, so very much like Mattel, typical, you know, jersey. a little bit pilling, but not too much, but it could also be just, you know, Steffi Love or whatever. Nice black pants, but I don't think Mattel, because of the way, you know, the Velcro is and all, but I would still keep them. Maybe it is Mattel, but I don't know. They have a lining on the inside. That's interesting. I've also never seen Mattel do that. So my guess would rather be it's like, they even have cuffs at the bottom. I don't know how well you can see that. Probably more like Fred. This is an interesting piece. It's very nice material, so quality-wise, I would say, oh yeah, that looks totally like Mattel, so Barbie. But I mean, is it stretchy enough to get it over the head of a doll? Because it doesn't have any Velcro or buttons or anything, so you can't pull it on from you know, the bottom. You have to pull it over her head. Is that stretchy enough to get over Barbie's head? I don't know, but it's a cool piece if you can get it on. Then we have, you know, tights. They might be Barbie, they might be not, but quality-wise possible. Same here, pink, you know, leggings. Also the way they are sewn, I guess Mattel. But yeah, stuff like that is very hard to identify. These, I have had them again recently. I found them again recently. I'm very sure it's not Mattel, but it's a cool piece, honestly. And then another one, you know, of these male, you know, Ken bottoms, but I guess more like Fred, from like quality-wise, I would say Petra, so Fred. Yeah, I forgot this. Another Disney piece. Another cute little mini Disney dress, which is rather for a smaller doll. So it would probably rather fit one of the Petra babies, I would say. Because, or like Hot Family babies, or whatever, I don't know what the small dolls from Steffi Love at that time, so from Simba were. Because my guess is that this was the time when Simba had the Disney license. Okay, let's start with some Easy Living fashions here. These are all from the same line, so from Easy Living fashions from 1989. Just 3 different numbers. So the pink one here is the number 6632. Came just with a black belt. This purple thing with, you know, one sleeve, puff shoulder, and this, you know, frilly bit here, you know, ruffly bit. This is the number 6630. And this floral number, it's a 2-piece, very, very pretty skirt and a little top that you can, you know, tie in the front. Is the number 6564. So all from the same Easy Living line, so kind of, you know, budget fashions of the time, so just very simple. Cannot even remember if these came with shoes. They might not. I didn't write that down. Here we have a fancy frill set. You know, one of those where there were like 2 different sets of fashion in there. So we have 2 tops. They come on all from 1990, from of the number 5287. Of course, they were like probably stockings and some panties or little, you know, lingerie skirt or something like that belonging to that. Another fancy frills here, haha. I think I already own these stockings. They're very, very pretty. But I've never had anything else of the set, I believe. Here are like 2 little pieces, very delicate and very stretched out, but this is like the bra top, and then here are panties. So it's still not complete, I guess. There was another piece to it, but it's also from 1989, the number 7095. Yeah, this skirt again, for the longest time I couldn't identify it, or at least I had a top that goes to it that I could never identify it, but then I found it together with the top, and now I found the skirt again. It's a very cute piece. It's Fashion Finds from 1990, also one of those super easy, you know, budget fashion lines of Barbie fashion packs from that time. Okay, what do we have here? I was never guessing that I would be able to identify these pants, but they are clearly riding pants. And then I looked through all the different riding Barbies of that were kind of ever released, and I'm pretty sure these go to the Equestrian Barbie from 2000, which still picks up because like there are some 2000s pieces mixed in here, also some newer ones, but I mean Yeah, so this is a Barbie that had like a pink riding jacket, so it was more one that didn't look very, you know, realistic in terms of riding fashion. But yeah, the equestrian one from 2000. Oh, I was so happy when I saw that this was in here. Oh, I wanted to have this for so long because I have the other variant. I have the color variant of this. This is from the 80s. This is from 1985. A fashion fun outfit. So very sleek dress, long, just a little. There's not even a slit. Barbie couldn't really walk in it, but luckily Barbie doesn't need to walk. It's just here with little rubber bands cinched in the waist. And it comes with this little peplum, and oh, the material is so cool. You know, this material that actually, you know, like peaches and cream. But in this case, it's not even just white. It is actually tinted in pink. Oh, this is so cute. It goes around here, and there's a variant of this in like, I would call it plum or purple, and I love this one. I had it on one of my Dream Glow Barbies for a really long time. I've changed it out for something else, but it is a wonderful piece, and I love this maybe even more because, you know, it's pink. Another so pretty pink dress. This was the dress that the Hollywood Hetty Risa was wearing. So I almost wouldn't have gotten this, but as I also bought the Teresa, I also got this, and I also never had this. This comes from the 1988, or one of the 1988 Fashion Play Barbies, and this was the doll actually. That was one of the only dolls that I left. One of the only, you know, 80s Barbies or 90s Barbies that I didn't have, but that I still left because she had the really cut hair and the really like weird looking face that I couldn't really tell if this was, you know, rubbed off or it was just like super like white. I don't know what it was, but especially as she had canacolon hair and cut, I don't want to bother rebooting a doll because, yeah, you know, like this, because I mean, Fashion Play Barbie, duh, I will probably find her again, but she had really nice pink eye makeup and she would have probably looked lovely in this dress. Okay, this is super cool because it gives me another piece to this outfit. I previously just had this, and now I have this, you know, dress thing that can also transform into a bag. You know, then you would see this. I don't honestly really understand how it really works, because as a dress, I mean, I get it, you can now have it as a skirt, but then you never see the top. I don't know. I would guess you should actually also see, you know, the little print on the front when you wear it as a dress, but you can put all of this inside here and then you have it as a, you know, like a gym bag. I haven't even told you what it comes from. You might think, yeah, of course, I know this is 1989 All-Stars Barbie, but All-Stars, the line was not released here. But still, which I for a while didn't really know, we had the Barbie and we had the Ken, or at least very, very similar. I think it's just the same doll and mostly the same pieces. But she was sold under a completely different name called Sports Club. Sports Club Barbie, 89, European exclusive kind of, although it's the same doll as the All-Stars doll, I'm pretty sure. But we had just Barbie and Ken, no other characters, so no wonderful Teresa with Steffi face or anything like that. But this is how I know, yeah, this piece I still have, because mine comes from Canada, so it probably came, the other one that I have, it probably came from the All-Stars Barbie. But yeah, I also have the leg warmers and some other pieces that go to it, but I still don't have the doll, but at one point I will, because now I also know that she was released here, at least under the name of Sports Club Barbie. Oh, a lot of pink pieces. Oh, I remember, this gave me a headache. This took so long to identify because it looks like, what is this, like a dirndl or something? And yeah, but it is my first fashion piece from 1989, the number 9275. It might have been a European exclusive, my first fashion line, but I'm not exactly sure because I found that online, but it might not always be true what I find online. But yeah, I knew that it was a Barbie piece, but for the longest time, I don't know why this I didn't see it. It came with some kind of top, I think, like a bolero or something. And it's not one of my favorite pieces because, I mean, it's very neon, but it looks very dirndl-like, I don't know. Okay, I see more pink neon. What do we have here? I don't know. Why did I put these together? Because, yeah, they are doubled and I immediately know what they are. You probably too. Fountain Mermaid, because you also saw already that we have the Fountain Mermaid crown in there. No tail, unfortunately, but the top. And the nice version of the top, in my opinion, because there is a variant where this top here, this sleeve part is thinner and rips easier, and also there is a variant, I mean it's then the same variant I guess, that has like these plastic see-through straps, and they always snap at one point. That isn't a great, but this is the version with a little bit better material and the you know, fabric little straps here. So this is the better version in my opinion. It's really good condition. Then another one, I have so many of these now, of the leggings from Gymnast Barbie. And this clearly comes from the Jasmine doll. The Jasmine doll was there. I left her. I even put the pants on the Jasmine doll because they were on one of the Barbies that I got. But of course I was like, leave this doll because I don't collect Disney dolls, and I even still have 2 Jasmines. But I didn't see that this top was also in here because it was, you know, somewhere in the middle of the bag. Otherwise I would have also left it because of course they can probably sell a Jasmine doll better with the full outfit. But now I have another double of this top. Oh, this, oh my goodness, another favorite piece. I was like, I was so happy when I saw that this is in there. Oh my goodness, this is, I wanted this for the longest time. It is so pretty. It is, I think, missing the bow in the front or something because this looks a little weird here, but I still love it nonetheless. It is from the Fantasy Fashions from 1988. It came with a little bathing suit type of leotard thing that has, you know, like a sash over it, but it's sewn on and it says Barbie. It's like 2 pieces in one, so like always these Fantasy Fashions came with, you know, 2 outfits, you could say. It's like, you know, a Miss America, you know, stuff or something like you wear, what's it called? Beauty pageant thing or something. Oh my goodness, I love this. Look at this. This is organza, a rare, very like occasion where Barbie really used organza. Mostly organza is not really a material that Barbie uses a lot. I mean, thank goodness, because it frays and it rips very easy, and Petra has used a lot of organza. Very, very sad, but I think it's missing a bow in the front, and it is, by the way, the number 8242. The set Fantasy Fashions from 1988. Oh, I love this piece so much. Ah yeah, here we have a lot of pieces actually from Barbie and the Beat Christie. I do have Christie, but I also have her complete outfit. But it is interesting nonetheless because this is like a variant. Because the one I have, A, is way darker. Maybe I get Christie out. I can, it's easy maybe. So yeah, here she is. Whenever I put something with black hair or black, it messes with, you know, the lighting of the video. But yeah, but you can still probably see that this is way lighter. It is the same type of material, looks like denim, it's not denim, but it's way lighter. And do you see another thing? It is at the other side. It says Christie. It's a lot of glow-in-the-dark things, like the white borders around the name and also the little dots on the skirt. They glow in the dark. But this is way like lighter, and the name is on the other side. They printed the Christie here, while here the Christie is printed left and here it is printed right. Or the other way around, left and right, depending on how you look at it. I don't know, I really like it. I would like to keep it, although it's a little silly to keep it because I will probably not display another Christie in it, or I don't know, but it is super interesting. We also have then the top and the little skirt that goes under it. What's missing is, you know, the lace skirt, the bigger lace skirt, and then, you know, the like warmer things and, you know, accessories. But what else do we have here? Oh yeah, I put all of the stuff together that comes all from the All American Weekend line because we have different things. So the pens go to a fashion pack from All American or Weekend, so the number 9440. And then we have these socks that could have also come from a different fashion pack, or they directly come from a doll, for example Barbie, because this top comes directly from Barbie. This is the top that Barbie wears under her denim vest. You know, so you could also put this together as an outfit, I guess, but it doesn't come together. So these could have come together, and this is a separate thing. Unfortunately, I have all of that. So, but these socks I always keep because there were even other fashion packs that came with these socks, and it's the same material that also, you know, the Ski Fun Barbie had, etc. So what else do we have here? This is also so good, although I've found it so often, but here we have Hollywood hair Barbie, not complete, but I mean jacket and the leotard or the jumpsuit thing. But the jacket is in such nice condition that all 4 stars are on it. Like I don't know how often I have found this jacket. Like probably it's my 5th or 6th time that I found this jacket at the flea market and also picked it up. But I never had one that had all 4 stars because they easily peel off. And the one that I have now on display also looks very nice, but it has just, I think, these 3 stars. This one is always missing. I'm so happy. And this is pristine condition. The shininess and also of this one, I have to check if even mine is like a jumpsuit underneath is in this good condition. This is a good find, although I have found it, like, you know, as I said, like a million times. What else do we have here? Unfortunately, one of the like very, you know, peeling materials, not the material itself, but the print on it. Yeah, all the socks and this, you know, after with time it just peels off because the print is so almost like a, you know, fake leather stuff that stick on, so it just comes off with time. Yeah, Fancy Frills 1990, the number 3281. Not complete. There's a little some parts are missing. Also, I have, I think, parts of it already, but I don't think that I had the. Did I have the stockings already? I don't think, but I think this the jumpsuit, or the little, what's it called? The body I did have. This is the dress that the skipper was also wearing, and underneath she had the, you know, the bikini, and I immediately was like, oh yeah, that's not Barbie. I had sorted it into the clone pile because this material here, or something that you often see on, you know, cheaper Barbie and knockoff stuff, and also this material, I don't know, it absolutely did not scream Mattel to me. But luckily I had a look inside, and it does have a Barbie tag inside, so there you go. So I was like, oopsie, that's Barbie. And then I identified it as from the City Light fashions from 1991, the number 664. So I think all of the line of the City Light fashions have the same number. So 664. Clearly not my favorite piece. I mean, we'll keep it. Yeah. See, here's something else that's a little more, you know, 2000s related. That's Sit in Style Barbie's pants. And Sit in Style is, well, it's from 1999 technically, but was probably in stores in the year 2000. And the last piece that I have here for you, that's original Barbie, also a piece that I kind of find all the time. This is my first fashion piece from 1992. It's very nice, it's velvet. It's very cute. It screams a little more 80s to me than the 90s, to be quite honest. And there is a very similar my first fashion from the late 80s, or like 88 or 87 or something, or even 86, I don't remember. That's very similar, but it's not in velvet. So I sometimes mix them up. But this is the one from the 90s. It's the number 3425. So these are the really crappy clone fashions to me. Just let's have a quick look. It's not all clone. There's even, I think, some original Barbie in here, meaning this monstrosity here, it's something newer, and I don't like it. I think it's super ugly. But hey, but I think it's also cut, right? It used to belong to a top, or maybe not. Maybe it was just a skirt, but I don't like it, so I will not keep it. But I think this might be from like an Anna doll, so Disney. But yeah, dresses that I don't like, materials that I don't like, stuff. This might be Petra. I think I have even found it, as in, you know, early 90s Petra, but it is really ugly. I'm so sorry. And material wise, it's just not nice. This could be cool. It's a very, very big, you know, I don't know what, sleeping gown, but I doubt even that it's so big. I don't know. I also don't like the material. This is, I don't know, it could be an earlier, you know, Petra wedding dress or something. I don't like it at all. It's super stiff and coarse material wise. I mean, this is kind of cute, but I have similar things already. Ugh, no. Hilarious. What is this? It looks like it's homemade, but I think I found it twice already, so no. Then some smaller dresses, you know, that are like probably, because they don't have a, you know, Mattel tag, they have like made in China tags, probably then Evie Love, so belongs to the Steffi Love line. You know, there's probably material wise, I can tell it's also Steffi Love. It's all stuff that I don't plan to keep whatsoever. Not necessarily super bad, but I don't know. Well, super small jacket here. Yeah. For some stuff, I don't even know what this is. I mean, what is this? Is it a cape or something? But it has the modern Barbie Velcro, so I don't know where this goes. Because I was thinking, hey, is this maybe a cape from, like, I don't know, Golden Girl or something? But it has the weird modern Velcro, so I'm very sure it's not. Could be a Barbie skirt. You know. Some of these pieces are okay, but I honestly don't plan to keep any of that, because I have to be definitely more selective nowadays. I can't just keep every single cloned fashion, especially the ones that I know I will never use. I like clone fashions. I have really nothing. It's not that I'm just like, I only like the Mattel fashions. Especially because I know that I use some of the clone fashions for restyling, especially if I don't have an outfit of a doll, I put her in a different outfit, and then I'm just sometimes missing the easiest pieces, just, I don't know, what, a pink top or something, and I often find that in, you know, clone fashions. So, but I have to be more selective because I'm also limited on space, so these probably I'm not gonna keep. But there's another bag of pieces that are pretty cool, or okay, let's say it like this. So some of them I might keep. For example, this. I absolutely love this. I mean, look at this cool jacket with the star here. So very sure it is Petra, because Petra sometimes had a little button on it, and it probably belongs together with these pants because they have the same cuffs. It might have been maybe also in a set with this because it's the same denim. This is amazing. I love it. Keeping. I have, I think, probably the same skirt already. It might also be Petra or Steffi Love, but this one is broken, and I'm keeping the one that I already have. This is an interesting thing. It looks very color-wise, very 70s. I definitely will keep it. Don't have a lot of orange pieces. Then this is actually pretty cute, but I would need to fix it because there's so many rips in it. It's like a sweater. It looks like a Christmas sweater, like an ugly Christmas sweater. I really like it. This is also fine, like a polo shirt. But, you know, material-wise, I can tell it is not Mattel quality. What else? That's pretty cool. This could even be something from Mattel. It is just a little vest. It's just, I couldn't identify it, and doesn't have any tag. But it also doesn't have any, like, you know, snap button or any Velcro. So often with buttons or Velcros, you can then tell if it is Barbie or not. We have one of those small dresses, probably from one of those you know, small dolls like Pamela Love or this other company, you know, the smaller ones. I have one, I've showed it once, but I like to keep these dresses because they do, for example, also fit Megan from My Little Pony. So here, little halter top, halter neck top, dress, pretty, probably keep it. Here, these are more of these of the small doll line, which I just mentioned. I don't know what CEO or something, the original company, and then Simba took it for Pamela Love. This is from the ballerina, the whole outfit. I might keep this also. I have so many of these riding jackets. This one has it looks like a Barbie button, so this might be from Barbie or maybe not. Then we have two mermaid tails. This is one of the older Steffi Love mermaid tails. And I had one as a child, so I might always keep them. I don't know, I think I have this green already, but I'm not sure. I also don't 100% remember if I think I had the purple one as a child. She also then had purple hair. This is, I think, also Simba, but more modern, because I have a green one already, and it came with, you know, different, you know, Ariel dolls from Simba, because I said Simba had the license to do Disney dolls at one point. So I don't know exactly when this is from, but I mostly keep these mermaid tails. I don't know. This is so interesting. This is so interesting. This is definitely from a Steffi Love, and I could even identify it. Can you see? It's like a black leather. It's not real leather, but it's also not a peeling leather. It's actually quite nice, fake leather material. It has these tassels. I identified it as from or no, I don't remember. Was she really called Harley Davidson, or was she just called biker or something? But she was like a full-on biker, like really with a, you know, on a heavy-duty bike, like a Harley Davidson or something like that. Steffi Love. I don't remember. Maybe if it was not really called Harley Davidson, because I don't think that it was really a brand collaboration or something, but I will put it here. It's an interesting piece. I will definitely keep it. Yeah, another cute little jacket. Definitely Steffi Love, judging by the material, but I like this. I'm guessing a Petra hat. I love these. A cute little white top. A little hair thing that might not be doll related, but it's cute. A mini skirt, but like for a mini doll, but super adorable colors, keeping it. A lovely polka dot top. Another super cute mini outfit thing, probably for Evie Love or something, but it's Hello Kitty branded. Yeah, another one of these nightgown things, but this one has a very nice material. But lace-wise, and it's not Barbie. Another pair of, you know, lacy tights, and this little dress that definitely you need to wear something underneath it. Oh yeah, and this hat. But this hat is so big, it might go to an LOL doll, doesn't it? So, I mean, you saw the box. It is this big shoe carton, probably. And it was overflowing with fashions, and it is still, especially as now I've bagged every single fashion individually, so it doesn't even fit in there anymore. I guess let's, as I said, as with the other one, start with these accessories. Maybe then we will go to the not identified, but probably Barbie fashions. Then, you know, all of the identified fashions. Then we get to Petra, and also unidentified Petra and all of that. So. Because not for everything I can identify the exact number for the Petra pieces, but I know still that it is Petra or something. But let's maybe first start with these shoes and all. Surprisingly, not a lot of accessories, so really mostly textile pieces in there. But some pieces were there, so especially also some nice shoes, you know, yeah, the typical 90s Barbie pumps. Always lovely to have more and more different colors and all of that. So, and pairs, definitely. These are more modern Barbie shoes, but look at this amazing shoe mold. Oh, I love it so much. And also others, so still very nice shoes and pairs. These were the only single shoes in here. So you see a black, is it also Barbie? or not. Yeah, it's also a black Barbie one, and a this is probably one of the sets that came with accessories, so the special collection sets or something. These super shiny Vec metal shoes, I think rarely came directly on fashions or on Barbies, but I have two of these, and I have this was in the bag together. It was like this, so I guess it probably came from a Barbie. It is two, you know, of the typical black pumps, 90s, and then this little necklace thing. I don't know, does it come from a doll directly? Oh yeah, one pair of Ken shoes, black ones, which is nice to have because, I mean, these are also a little more special. They have like, looks like here the lacing, and mostly I don't find black. For a while I was missing white Ken shoes, and now it's the other way around. I constantly find white Ken shoes and don't have a lot of black ones. These are pairs, but you know, not original Barbie. So there are some clone shoes that are in the Pilgrim, so more like 70s style. So those are probably older Petra, because there's lots of old Petra in there, and also some others that, you know, I can't tell, but not Mattel. And then just a handful of other accessories, nothing interesting really, to be quite honest. More modern stuff, you know, to clip on. Tennis racket or badminton, whatever racket, and some of these bags that clearly these are from Petra. This is probably a more modern Barbie bag, I would say, because most of these big elaborate poofy Petra gowns that very often I don't like, but often I also like Petra stuff, but Petra also often had these little bags included in their fashions in, you know, the 60s and 70s. So that's all for accessories. Let's start here with the fashions where I was like, I'm pretty sure Barbie, Mattel eventually, but I couldn't identify it. Some of these pieces have even tags, but still I can't identify them. Like this. This is very, very, very clearly a 2000s Barbie, you know, dress. It does, I think, have a tag, or maybe not. I cannot remember. It does have a tag, but it has the 2000s Velcro, and it screams, you know, Y2K. It is very pretty. Y2K Barbies is not really my thing, but I might keep it, but I can't identify it. I'm so sorry if you know it. Please tell me. This one as well, you know, it could also be, maybe is it more from the Cali Girl, you know, era or whatever. It's a very nice piece. I think this even, now it also doesn't have a tag, but it feels like Mattel. The quality is there. The little, like, I don't know, probably something from the 2000s, I would say. I think this is even 90s or like very late 90s, but I still can't identify it. I know this dress. It has this logo, which tells me it can go up until like 2004 or something. There were still fashion packs produced with this Barbie tag, but I don't know where it's from. I can't tell. Maybe from one of those big like multi-packs or so. Yeah. Then this is an interesting, it's definitely Ken or like thread or something. It's just stretched out here. It used to be more elastic probably. Material wise, it could be Mattel, especially as here also we have this mostly crumbly fake leather material, and it does have the typical, you know, snap, the metallic snap that also isn't like, it's still super shiny. So it might be Mattel, but it really does not have a tag. Neither the pants nor the top. So I don't know, is it Ken or is it not? Have you an idea? I haven't found it. What else? This is definitely Barbie, isn't it? Like it is a little, like it has the plastic snaps of the 90s. It is the typical material, a typical Barbie material. It's a little vest or like sleeveless top that has this nautical looking or like very elegant looking bow on it here. I can't identify it. I haven't found it. Then we have a lot of yellow pieces. This one here, you can make a knot in the front. 100% material is Mattel from, I would say, the 80s. Potentially 70s. Same with this. It's the same material as this sleek, nice, like nylon-y, I don't know what it actually is from material, a little bit stretchy but not super. It also, this one has the metal snaps, the ones that I'm very sure are Mattel, but I couldn't find it. There's even this little emblem here on it. What is it? Where does it come from? By the way, it's a bodysuit. What is it? I would guess it's something like maybe Best Buy from the 70s or so. A little, I'm pretty sure I've seen this somewhere. I can't find it. It's a little, you know, what is it called? Like terry cloth, or I don't know, you know, this frotty material, like a little bath towel to wrap around you. And then this is definitely a set, because it is the same material with pants, this little top with the lace, and this lace definitely was used by Mattel, I know it, and then a little overcoat. So I'm very sure it's like a pajama thing, fancy frills or even older or something. I can't find it. I'm so sorry, I can't find it. I was very sure it's like early 80s, mid to late 70s, some like Best Buy or something. I can't find it. I'm sorry. If you know where this comes from, please tell me. So, and then a couple of pants, denim, just a very nice stretch still. Very sure this is Barbie material wise and all. This is with a Velcro, but you know, 90s or like stuff had a Velcro, so I'm not sure if it is Barbie, but it's definitely not Ken. But very nice material, pockets and all. So, but like identifying these types of pants is almost impossible unless you have the matching top to it. So maybe I do have the matching top to it. Maybe it is. No, this can't be, because this would be more 90s. Whatever, I can't identify it. And then we have these. They have a metal snap, so very sure it is Mattel, especially as in the snap is still shiny and all. Little shorts, especially also with a red stitching on it. Very typical for, you know, the 70s fashions. Couldn't find it, but very sure these are Mattel pieces. If you are able to help me out, I would be super happy about that. So put it in the comments down below with the timestamp. You can identify any of that. Okay, let's get to some... There's so much stuff. So many pieces here, but these I think I've all identified. At least I labeled the back. Identified, so... Let's start with this. Here I wasn't sure, because I was like, that could also be like a Petra thing, because Petra also had similar stuff. Then I was like, oh, this might even be, no, it's a 60s Barbie thing, but it's none of it. It's not the red flare or something like that. But it is still an original Barbie piece. It's just from the 70s. It's this coat here. It has a lining. It's wonderful, like, you know, separate lining. Has this little, you know, this is here how you would put it on this little tiny button here. The, what's it called? Hook and eye situation. The hook. It has this, you know, it looks very Santa, you know, like Santa Claus, this Mrs. Claus or whatever. This yoke here that has the fur. So it's not it's more like a, what's it called, a, and then even the matching little hood or, you know, hat to it. And a little muff. And yeah, it is 1975 Fashion Originals, the number 7931. It is an amazing piece to have. So definitely something I will put on a doll around Christmas to display, you know, with my holiday dolls or something like that. It is very crazy cool. What else do we have here? Ah, yeah. This is a Best Buy, because there's lots of Best Buys. Best Buy fashions were, you know, budget fashions in the 70s and 80s, started in the 70s, and they mostly are simple pieces, sometimes even don't have shoes or anything, and they also don't have text. That's why Best Buy pieces are somewhat difficult to really narrow down as being Barbie. You need to kind of feel and have the feeling already it is Barbie and then search for it or something. This Best Buy from 1976, the number 9162. Of course, I think there was a little top to it. I'm not sure if this is the correct button. I doubt it, but it could be. But this is something that usually you wouldn't identify as being Mattel, right? This big button, but it works. There is a little hook to it, so. This is, I think, almost like complete. I think like one thing or something missing. This is like, it's like a riding outfit, as you might have guessed. These boots, oh, they're so nice. So high quality, rubbery, very, very, very nice. They're not plastic and hollow, they are like really rubber and all. Then we have this jacket, these riding pants go to it. We even have the little, oh, I don't know what it's in English. In German you would say Gerte, Reitgerte. You know, when you want to go faster with your horse. And you shouldn't actually use that very much. It's, yeah, but I also used it when I was riding. And here a little, you know, piece for underneath the jacket. It's fashion original. It's also 1976. Same as the piece before, 1976. The number 9423. Ah, it's missing, of course, a riding cap. And it's also missing a black long skirt. So that you, I don't know, after riding, or if you would be riding in the women, I don't know what's called, Damensattel, so just with the legs to one side, then you could also wear it with a skirt, obviously. So, very high quality, 70s, almost complete outfit. What do we have here? Ah, we are getting into a different era, 2000s, but here it was very easy to identify. It always says, you know, Sydney 2000 and then the Olympic rings, and it's here, Sydney 2000. So I was like, was there a, and it has also on top of that, it has the Barbie tag. So I just needed to search for Olympic Games, Sydney 2000 Barbie or something like that. And yeah, I didn't know that, but this, these Olympic Games in 2000, there were actually a lot of dolls made for the different countries. And I mean, this is the German one. You can see it, black, gold, red, black, gold, whatever, you know, the German flag, schwarz, rot, gold. So this is from the German version of the Olympic, Sydney Olympics 2000 Barbie. So I've never heard of that before. So, but funny enough, the 2000s Olympic Games were actually the only ones that I watched, because this was the time when I was like, how old was I? Like 12 or something. So I was aware that this was happening, and my parents were watching it. And so this was the only time I was a little bit interested in the Olympic Games. After that, never again. So, and before that, I was really aware of that. What do we have here? I think another 2000s piece. Wonderful, cute skirt. So cute. Oh yeah, Fashion Avenue. Marvelous in Milan, or Milano, from 2001, the number 52819. So a Fashion Avenue skirt. Obviously the rest of the outfit is missing, but yeah, this was the time when Fashion Avenue packs even had names. So Marvelous in Milan, or Milano, I don't know. Okay, what do we have here? Haha, another Fashion Avenue, right? Which one is this? We have these two pieces. Obviously the Fashion Avenue outfit is still not complete, because Fashion Avenue always actually then came with shoes and with a bag or something like that. So, but it's the fashion pieces. This is a little bit earlier. It's from 1997. It's from the international ones. It doesn't mean that they were released internationally or something. It was just, there was a couple of fashion packs in that era where they were called international for whatever reason. It's the number 18107. So the international Italy one. So Barbie is, you know, traveling to Italy and then walking around like this. So Fashion Avenue International Italy from 1997. I think we're continuing with Fashion Avenue here. A really, really big piece. Oops. I know my friend Selina also found this at one point. That's why I knew what it was immediately. It is from 2000, a Fashion Avenue dress. Very interesting one, because this whole thing here in the back, this whole train in the back is just This is, your feet are not in there. Your feet and your legs are actually, or Barbie's feet and legs are actually in this small like pencil skirt. And this is just a train you have like walk behind you. Also here we have organza. This had not a material that was used very often in Barbie fashions, but yeah, Fashion Avenue from the year 2000, the Hollywood premiere dazzle. So the number 27588. So another one of those that had a name attached to it. Hollywood premiere dazzle. I didn't show it to you, but the little bag is in there. Another Fashion Avenue, but Ken this time. But just the jacket, but it's a cool piece. Although mostly all of the rivets are missing. There were rivets, and I think here on the shoulder pad, not shoulder pads, but whatever these things are called. There were also some of the silver rivets. And it looks like an original Velcro, but it was, I think, never able to really close. But Fashion Avenue, Ken, 1995, so the first wave of Fashion Avenue, the number 14677. Let's keep it going with Fashion Avenue. Woo. Lovely piece, also more a wintry piece. Looks so like frosty, or I don't know, it looks so cute. It is also, now it's in between, it's not the first year of Fashion Avenue, but it's the second year of Fashion Avenue, so 1996. The number 15854. So obviously not complete. I think it probably came with tights and all of that, shoes of course, bag, etc. So, but I mostly don't write down what is missing because, I mean, I can just look it up what's missing. You know, you don't need to tell me what is missing of these pieces because it's just something I don't write down and I don't have memorized, because I don't have memorized every single Fashion Avenue or whatever. So, what do we have here? I think this is not Fashion Avenue, but it's something from a line that I've never found. Yeah, it's from the Lee Fashions. You can see here, it has the Lee logo on it. So it's a brand collaboration directly with Lee, well, the jeans company, Lee Jeans Fashions from 1995. And all of them had the same number, so 68307. So apparently, I don't know, the different separate Lee Fashions didn't have separate numbers. Or at least this is how it's listed on the website that I use for my fashion identification. What else do we have here? And I was like, oh, another one, another Lee Fashion. Nope. This is actually not from the Lee Fashions. This is called Authentic Jeans, and it is actually again Fashion Avenue from 1997. It just looks super, super similar. It has the same rivets and all, and the same type of you know, mini denim dress and all. It says even Barbie jeans here. I don't know how well you can see. That's really small. Barbie jeans. And yeah, it's the number 19186. Authentic Jeans, Fashion Avenue. Oh, let's come to some more typical like budget 90s dresses. So we had a lot of Fashion Avenue here. So a lot of the, you know, higher quality, more expensive pieces of the time. These are clearly not one of those, but I love them even more maybe because these were the fashions that a lot of kids had. They are all from Easy Living, even from 1992, and I think all of the numbers are like 666. So I don't know if they had different separate numbers, and they're all new to me, although I'm not sure. I might have this one, I need to check, but these I definitely didn't have. So well, let's say I didn't have them at the point, but I actually found it on the Petra doll the same day. But I actually exchanged it from another doll to the Petra doll that I picked up, not knowing that in this lot I have this dress, but now I have a double of this. But they are cute dresses. I like to put dolls on, use them on dolls in my, you know, neon Barbie area in my collection. So what do we have here? Here I just have put some fashions that are actually easier to identify because they're all definitely doubles for me. For example, we have a Peppermint Rose skirt. Peppermint Rose is a separate doll line, but also by Mattel. They're absolutely lovely. I only have the main character, Peppermint Rose. I have a couple of fashion pieces of the other 3 dolls, or at least of 1 or 2 of them, but I have never found the dolls. They're on skipper bodies, the same skipper bodies that we had in the late 80s, early 90s, you know, this body, but they have different faces, a little bit rounder, bigger, cuter faces. And they have these lovely fashions. But yeah, I have the skirt, I think now 3 times or something. So not Barbie. This is actually, it's very cool. This is from the Barbie and the Rockers. The first Barbie and the Rockers wave. The main Barbie doll, 85. The top she's wearing under her pink jacket. Then this is a Fancy Frills piece. I have this Fancy Frills pack so often. It's the one where you have also these dark paisley pieces in it, but this is just a dress to it. But I've had this dress and all of these paisley pieces so often. I think I have 1 or 2 times a complete double of this outfit. So yeah, so Fancy Frills, I think the number, yeah, 5290. Here I have yet another one of the Benetton Barbie, like United Colors of Benetton tops from Barbie directly. I think I have now like 3 doubles of it, but it's always this piece. So yeah, no other ones. This is from early 2000s. This is from a chic Barbie from 2001 or 2002, depending. I don't know. I'm not sure if it was released in 2000. So if it was box date or release date or whatever, but it's a cheap Barbie from the early 2000s. And then we have a little older. This is Music Lovin' Barbie's cool, like little jacket. Music Lovin' Barbie is a European exclusive. Not sure if she was also maybe Canadian, so European and Canadian exclusive, but definitely not in the US. Yeah, but yeah, from 1985. As I said, a little bit earlier in the 80s here. These are all clearly doubles. A lot of the other pieces are new to me, so that's actually amazing. Here we have one of those, I'm sorry, but ugly, you know, lace monster wedding dresses. But this one is actually from Barbie. I wouldn't believe it. I was like, oh yeah, one of these Petra dresses. Ugh. Because I mean, first of all, I don't really like wedding dresses very much. On Barbies, I mean, if I would marry, I would probably like to wear a wedding dress. We'll never marry, but on Barbie, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of it. But then this looks so cheap, but actually it is a Barbie piece. It's always called bridal collections. There were multiple bridal collections over the years, from 1990, 1991, and 1992, etc. And this dress was always in it. It was released over and over and over again, and I was already like sorting it actually into the Petra or like clone fashion bin until I saw this. So it's like early 90s, an original Barbie wedding dress from a fashion pack, but I'm sorry, this is not cute in my opinion. You can have a different opinion for sure, but I don't like it. You need to accept that I don't like it. Okay, I think, no, there's 2 more pieces, huh? This is actually very, very cool because I've never found anything from this fashion pack line before. It's called the Happen and Hair Fashions. Hasn't anything to do with the Happen and Hair Barbie, which is the late 90s Barbie, because this is early 90s. It's from 1993, the number 11349. These were fashion packs that had a lot of hair accessories also. I think they even came with hair combs and stuff like that. So, and this is one of the pieces. It's very nice, super color blocking in pastels. Happy to have my first piece of this fashion pack line. And then we have, I think, another Fashion Avenue, isn't it? Yep. Just the jacket, but it is from a 1996 Fashion Avenue piece. The number 16951. And I have another full bag of identified fashions. I think in this one there was a lot of Fashion Avenue. Let's see what's in the next one. Oh, I can already see there's a very, very interesting piece at the top here. I'm going to start with this. because you're like, oh wow, a vintage Barbie dress, right? No, it's the reproduction, but it's still a very cool piece. So this is from the reproduction of Silk and Flame. So at one point, I think in 1997, they put out a reproduction of a bubble cut Barbie, and she was wearing this one, Red Flame, Silk and Flame, but together with the red flare coat. And why this piece was in it, my first thing went to, then this is probably going to it. You could also put it on. I will probably put it on a doll together because it looks so good. But this is 70s original. This is a 60s reproduction. But this would also actually come with a red and white like coat thing called Red Flare, which this pouch actually comes from. So in the original one, this pouch would come from the Red Flare, and this is actually from the Silk and Flame. But all of this actually came together on this reproduction Barbie, because you can see we also have 2 reproduction Barbie stands in it. This one even has the Barbie logo on it. This one doesn't, but it still says Mattel 1997. This is when these probably started to release these. It's a saddle stands, but I'm happy I can use them. And this is a gorgeous piece, and no matter if it is reproduction or not, because this is like super nice velvet, super nice, you know, it's like satiny material, and the inside is lined with a mesh. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. It is like the way it is sewn and all of that. It is so well made, although it is like 1997. But 1997 was still a time when everything was pretty good quality. Then we have this little clutch here, also with the lining. Oh my goodness, with a little you know, hook and eye situation here around the little button. Very cool. I mean, the original one is obviously from the 60s, so like early 60s. I didn't write it down, but it's like 62 or something like that. And the original would have the number 977 for this dress, and the Red Flare, where this pouch comes from, the original would have the number 939. But as I said, not the original. This is the Repro. What do we have here? Oh, see, something completely different. We are in the 2000s. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 2000. This is from a Barbie directly. It took me a long time to identify this, because this is somehow you can, it is like an inside out thing, I was thinking. But weirdly enough, then you have the tag on the outside, but you could put it like this. See, it's like a reversible fashion thing, but it comes from a Barbie called the Movie Star Barbie from the year 2000. Okay, what do we have here? I think this is Fashion Avenue. Oh, this is super lovely. This is here the dress, and it comes with the tights. Super good condition, nothing ripped or anything. Fashion Avenue from 1996. And it's the number 14368. Oh, this is very iconic. And I didn't have it because I didn't have this colorway. This actually comes from the Redhead cut and style Barbie from 1990. What is it, 1993 and 1994? No, it's 1994, I think, released in 1995. I had, as a child, I had the pink one, so the blonde Barbie. I found this multiple times. You find it very often. It was a very popular doll. And I also have the like neon yellow one, which came on the brunette doll. I also have the brunette doll, but I don't have the redhead doll, but now I at least have the outfit. And I'm pretty sure that there is one pair of green shoes that was in here. There you go. I'm very sure these come from it. So I have the full outfit. I just need the doll. So, and this is the variant where at the back there is not this material, because these dolls were produced in variants depending, I think, on the country of origin. Some of them, the back side also has the same material here, and then it underneath is more sturdy. I think there is even like another layer underneath, and it's a different material. So yes, there's variants of the cut and style outfits. What is this? Sports Fashions 1995. Nothing super special. I think I even have the skirt already. Oh, this took me also a while to identify because I wasn't guessing that it was meant to be more like a fancy frills nighttime look or something, because it looks just like a normal halter neck dress. Super pretty. I would wear this outside, or I would, you know, I don't know. But, you know, it didn't look like a Fancy Frills to me. But it is from Fancy Frills. I think also one of the European exclusive Fancy Frills sets from 1986. The number is 3182. What do we have here? Ah, yeah, these are definitely, I identified them, but they are not Barbie. So, it's LOL OMG. What do we have here? So, ah yeah, this comes from the Miss Independent. LOL OMG Wave 2. Also this. So, two of, because they mostly had like changeable outfits. And this comes from the OMG Remix Pop BB. So, I don't know, I like to keep these pieces. They don't really fit on Barbie. They don't even fit really on Skipper. But I don't know, I really like them. They're colorful and they're well made. So, what do we have here? Oh, let's get back in time. Because LOL OMG is obviously very new. It's like, I don't know when it exactly started, but like 2019 or something. Because here we are in the 70s. This is a Best Buy from 1975. So this was actually the time when on the fashions it also said it fits Barbie, Kelly, PJ. So I find that very interesting when I see that this was still marketed as it fits all of these, because afterwards they didn't do it. I mean, they at one point they didn't say, oh, it also fits Whitney, or it fits Teresa or something like that. But this was still the time when they marketed like this. Best Buy fashion number 7209. This is unfortunately a double for me. I do already have it. This is 80s, but it also has a very bad stain that it didn't come out. It is from the Fashion Fun line, the number 2090. Oops, here. And it's actually the variant. So there is a yellow variant that comes with a little skirt thingy or little whatever that you can put around as well. This is a fabric piece that you can put around the belt in red and blue. And this is the pink version that came with a belt in a different color. I cannot remember, I think yellow and green or something. So, but I have it already, and unfortunately really stained. One of the only pieces that is like not in such a good condition, because most of this here is in pristine condition, I have to say. I think we are still in the 70s here. A little cute top, also a Best Buy from 1978 this time. Just a very cute top, looks very 70s. It's the number 2224. Okay, we're in the 2000s, and like the day before, the Saturday, I found the same skirt from a different person, and I had already identified it, and now I was like, oh, and now the full outfit is in here. Yeah, this is actually from a fashion gift pack, one of those bigger ones where there were like 6 fashions in there, a 6 fashion gift pack from the year 2000. And this whole gift pack had multiple outfits, of course, and had the number 68073. It screams early 2000s. I like it. I had a very similar skirt as a child, so very nostalgic to me. So I don't really like to dress my dolls in like 2000s fashion. Sometimes I do. It really depends, because I like 2000s fashions, but most of the dolls I collect are like 80s, 90s, so sometimes that clashes. What do we have here? I actually don't even need to pull it out of the bag, because you can see it. Teacher Barbie, 1995, her dress. Also don't need to pull it out of the bag, you can see it really well. Another Best Buy. This is a little jumpsuit, or a big jumpsuit, from 1978, the number 2222, so the number 2222. There is actually a variant of this in like florals, a green, mainly green, and then with lots of florals, like flowers on it. Yeah, really like it. Also a piece I didn't have, like most of the pieces. I mean, the Teacher Barbie dress I did have, but yeah, what do we have here? I think this looks more 90s. Ah yeah, this is Yacht Club Fashions. I think it's not the complete outfit because I think these Yacht Club Fashions mainly also came with a second outfit, but this is one of the two outfits, and the bag looks really cute, very nautical, or it almost looks a little bit like a cheerleading thing, but it's not meant to be nautical. From 1989, so the number 8013. We have another bridal outfit, or at least I was guessing that it is. Let me actually check because I had a hard time identifying this. What is it actually? Yeah, it's not really marked under the, you know, bridal collection or something like that. It is marked, the number or the name is Fantasy Fashions, where from the other lot, the other fashion lot, we had one of my favorite outfits in there. It's from the early 90s. I didn't write it down, but it's like 1992 or something, or it might be 89, it might be 1989. But anyways, it came with another dress, so it had always two outfits in there, and they had the number 8242. So it's technically probably meant to be a, you know, bridal gown, but and the other one then is the bridesmaid or something, but it is not marketed under any, you know, bridal collection or something like that, so wedding of the year or anything like that. This is a cute one. This is a cute one because it does not scream wedding, and it would really look good, I think, next to when you have the homecoming skipper, for example. Then you put a Barbie with, you know, this next to it. Okay, I think we have one more piece that I've identified here of being Barbie, and this is another Fashion Avenue. I already had this jacket and found the pants or the tights separately, but now I finally also have the skirt, and of course I will keep this number here. Oh, it's so fluffy and cute. I mean, of course the top is missing underneath, but it is the number 14360, Fashion Avenue from 1995, so the first wave of Fashion Avenue. Okay, we're on to Petra, because I think most of the other fashions would be Petra or other clone fashions, but here are some that are definitely identified with numbers. I did not write down the names because mainly the names of Petra fashions are always the same, because they either came from the Die Neuen Kleider, so the new dresses collection. Those are mostly the more wearable outfits, or they are boutique fashions. Boutique is mostly the ones that are like, you know, the big poofy dresses, and at one point the boutique fashions were sometimes also called a festival fashion. So Petra Festival and Petra Boutique are always the big fluffy ones, ball gown style type, you know, or bigger dresses and all, wedding dresses and all such things. And then the Neuen Kleider. So, but they have numbers, so that's how you can identify them. So let's start here. With this skirt, satin, nice quality, and it's from the Petra Boutique of 1978. So the number 5610. Obviously the top is missing. I think it had a white blouse or something with a white collar or so. And let me tell you, I love the Petra fashions. I think they are gorgeous, but at one point I can't probably keep a lot of them because I don't put them on my dolls, because I mainly collect the 90s Petras, or like late 80s, early 90s Petras, and then something like this just doesn't make sense. So I don't know if at one point I might try to sell some of them, because they are gorgeous pieces. Like this one. This is from also 1978, the number 5810, probably also Petra Boutique. I mean, look at this material, look at this. I mean, it is lined with a, what's it called, with a stiff mesh thing, and then it has a different separate dress. I mean, it is wonderful quality. So I would never call these things, you know, clone. Technically they are clone fashions because they're not Barbie, but Petra at this point by Plasti, such good things, but I don't know if I can keep all of those pieces. This is a very old piece. I think this is the oldest Petra piece we have in here. It is actually just this like sleek, small, you know, dress. Can you see it? Lace, like a cocktail dress. Halter, not even halter, just a tube. tube dress. And this is actually from the 60s. I saw it in multiples, so it's like 66, 67, around that time. It still is from the very first like Petra collections, you could say, because they still had names. This one was called Roma, so like Roma. You know, in Kleider, the number 14 minus 65. So this is a very, very old Petra piece. It might have been re-released later on, but this is what I found in the Petra, you know, catalogs of that time. There's lots of scans of these Petra catalogs online. Here we have a jacket or a coat, red and with this fluffy black material, a matching hat to it. And this one, for example, I couldn't identify 100%, but there's a very, very similar one, and I know these materials. This is Petra, which is from 1975, the number 5737, because also with Petra, there's sometimes just variants that look similar, that have the same material, or the other way around, that are the same cut and are different materials, and those are then not pictured in these you know, little pamphlet thingies that are scanned online. So but a couple more pieces here definitely that are identified. For example, this number here, Petra Festival exclusive outfit, the number 5808. We have the skirt, and then it comes with this little orange top over this, like a vest with this glittery material that we saw before, or very similar at least, and then of the same material also a little stola, so a little shawl that you could put around it. So very elaborate and awesome fashion piece. Often these buttons hint to like 70s or even 60s Petra. More big pieces, I think also boutique or festival fashions, 1977, number 5813. Gorgeous materials, super well made, and also Petra is of Petra of that era, and mostly, I mean, even the 90s Petra stuff, some of it was really nice, but this era of Petra is absolutely top notch. We have a little more, I think, more simpler, probably from the not boutique or anything, but like, you know, in Kleider lines. This one from 75, the number 5727. It's of course missing a blouse. So this is one of those pieces where I was not guessing it is Petra, because it's so not my thing. It's so ugly. It looks absolutely hideous, like one of those typical, you know, clone dresses or something. It's not bad quality, but it's just design wise, no. But this is from a doll. This is actually from a Petra doll from well, I can't tell when she was directly released, but it is probably around the 70s to the 80s, sometime around that. So I guess sometime in the 70s. She was called Petra Comtessa, and she had a completely different face to what all of the other Petras that I've ever seen had. Not really cute. There is a couple of releases of Petra that have rarer like face molds. This one had lashes. So she had lashes, rooted lashes. So that makes me think, because, you know, with Barbie, rooted lashes were more a thing of the mod era, so the late 60s to the early 70s. So I guess this dress and this Petra might be more like then maybe mid 70s or something. Yeah, no thanks. But Comtessa Petra, an interesting thing. Interesting doesn't always equal pretty, in my opinion. But let's come to something that I absolutely adore. These pieces I love so much. They are more wearable and scream really like 70s. This is one of those two pieces. Unfortunately, there's a little bit ripped here in the back, but I can probably sew it back together. Look at how cute this is. A two-piece set, huge, like pointy color, so 70s. This is from 1973. Very likely because there's many like that are very similar, with either similar cuts. Some are a dress like together, some are like two pieces, some have a little bit of a different pattern. But I guess this is one of those of 1973 from the number 5848. It might have even come additionally with a white like little vest over it, but this is really the Petra fashions that I really like. Not necessarily those big, you know, poofy gowns. Some of them might be still pretty, but I will probably never even put them on Petras. What else do we have here? Ah yeah, more like a wintry outfit. Pretty cool. This is from 1975. Probably, do you know, in Kleider, 5715. So we have a knitted jacket or like a coat with a matching beanie and a pair of white trousers. So now I can't 100% tell if these trousers really came with it, but they were in the lot, and this outfit, well, came with pants, so it might have directly come from this. What else? Ah yeah, another one of these two-piece sets. This material, this colorway, maybe not my absolute favorite, but you see it's the same cut again, you know, with the pointy collar, with the puff sleeves. I don't know, did the other one have puff sleeves? But this pleated skirt. So, and again, very, very 70s. 75 in this case. Again, here I'm like, either it is the 5846 or the 5852. It's a variant because, what did I write down? Blue collar. Ah yeah, there's one that has probably a blue collar. So I don't know. As I said, Petra had, same as Barbie, even had variants, but Petra also had variants, and then it's like, is it this one or is it the other one? But it is 100% identified as being Petra, 1975. And then here it's like, I think, no, it's, yeah, it's also two-piece green. This material, I can also always now tell this is Petra. I don't know, can you see it? Yeah, so it's not really, it's pretty rough feeling, and it's not stretchy. So, but it's more like a knit. It's not like a woven fabric. So I think there's a name for this type of material. I can't remember it now. But yeah, little blouse or t-shirt belonging to it. The number 5703 from 1978. Big blouse. Looks almost like, you know, one of those, if you mimic, you know, the Spanish flamenco fashions or something. But what is this? This is the top part of the 1975 number 5815. So it's probably a boutique fashion. You know, it has a skirt to it, a long tiered ruffly skirt. So not in white, I guess. It had some other colors. Let's give it a break with Petra, because these are fashions that I cannot identify, and they are cheap. Like, you know, even something like this was in there. This is absolutely nothing. This came on a super, like one of those super cheap clone dolls from a couple of years ago. This, I don't know, it's definitely more modern. This is Simba even. Ah yeah, this is Simba. This is definitely a Steffi Love dress. I have no idea if this is, because with this fabric here, it might not even be Petra. It might be. It might also be Steffi Love. This also has a Made in China label, so yeah, a little lace top, but Made in China. That's also not Petra. That's rather than Steffi Love or something completely different. Then we have two of these heads. They could be Petra, but very often they also came with Steffi Love, so it could go either way, especially this material here I've seen, I think, in both lines, but like hideous. Who pairs a neon pink together with a dark red? Fashion crime. I mean, this one works, but... And then this top, it's actually a very cute glittery material, and at first my brain went to, isn't that, you know, the Style and Groom Teresa or something like that? Periwinkle color, these see-through straps or something, I don't know. And then I definitely looked, because also Velcro is nice, but then it has a Made in China tag, so it's definitely not from Barbie. But it's a cool piece, and I would clearly keep it. It's very cute. But yeah, probably, I don't know, Steffi Love or something. Mostly when it has a made in China, it is Steffi Love. Then we have some pieces for boy, male, man dolls. I say that because I don't think any of that is Ken. I could be wrong, I can be always wrong, but none of this is identified. We have this number here, Kammerbund and bow tie match. Probably this goes on top of it, I would guess. And then these pens that also have red stitching. My guess is then, because this is nice quality, but not like 60s, 70s quality, this is probably 90s or late 80s Fred from Petra. Fred is Petra's boyfriend. Interestingly enough, Fred used to be Petra's brother in the 60s and 70s, but they changed it in the late 80s to being her boyfriend or husband or whatever. Don't know if they all were married or anything. They definitely had children together. I don't know, like a sports suit or something. Can't tell, doesn't have a tag. No idea. Another red, you know, little vest. It could also have been a jacket because it looks like the sleeves might have been ripped out, or maybe not. And a weird little beanie. And then this piece is actually nice here because it is this velvet material, but then the rest of the material is not like Barbie, like Ken, but I definitely think this is a cool piece. Ooh, and now we still have the rest of the box, which is seriously, this day kind of killed me in terms of fashions because it was so overwhelming. Now it's actually too much. I never wish to find that much that many fashion pieces again in one day, because I was just identifying, and I got like, oh my goodness. And still, here's so much stuff in that is not identified, but it is very likely Petra. Apart from this, I don't think that this is Petra. I don't know, it's big. I don't even know if it is for a Barbie sized doll. Probably is, but it looks very homemade to me. But let's put the stuff out here. Dirndl, very likely Petra, because Petra had dirndls. Very likely Petra because of the buttons and the material. I can identify it, and because of this cut. We've seen it already twice, I think, today. This one I can't really tell, but it's definitely not Barbie because it has a what's it called? The zigzag stitch. Could even be homemade or something, but I don't think so. It has nice buttons, and also my guess is maybe Petra or something else. Maybe this belongs together and maybe this belongs to it. I don't know. I have found similar things with a similar material. I tend to believe it's Petra or something similar. A dress, probably Petra, or something else, but my guess is with these like trimmings, these trims here, we have seen it today a couple of times. Very likely Petra from the 70s. A riding jacket, there was a riding Petra, so maybe this goes to it. I have it even twice in here. Then we have this little piece here. Very cute number. This material doesn't scream Petra to me, but it was definitely also used for Petra. But I can't tell. This is then probably more like something from the 80s from Petra, I guess. Or something completely different. I don't know. We have a nice satin skirt that I cannot identify. That probably goes together with this. This is my guess. So Steffi Love, Petra, something like that. Nice. Then we have this dress, which is in here twice. It also screams like Petra to me because I have similar super short Petra dresses. And the material, like this is more 60s Petra, really. This is almost like late 60s, like mod. But you can see it's a variant. This one is, the material is lighter. It might have been bleached, but this is not bleached. But here, the lace at the sleeves, it's two different types of lace. This is more like pleated, and this is just a normal lace. But other than that, it is the exact same piece. Oh no, the button also is different. This has one of those big buttons, and this is here. So my guess is same Petra piece, just a little bit of a variant. Maybe one was produced 1 or 2 years later or something like that. Then we have seen a very similar jacket, right? Like one of those knitted coats. I cannot identify this one, but probably together with these pants or something. I bet my, like, 100% Petra. Yes, I don't know. 2 of these cute pieces. They look very sporty to me. Could be a tennis dress or something. This I absolutely don't know if it is Petra or something similar. Same as this, because this material does not scream Petra to me. But it could be, because Petra also used a lot of lace. This is a very cute jacket. It's corduroy and looks more like an 80s cut to me. More 80s than 70s, honestly. This is definitely Petra. This is the material. I can identify it. It's this knit but not stretch. So, material. Oh yeah, there's another one of these knitted coats. Definitely Petra. And maybe this goes together. Could be. A cute little skirt. Very light, airy 70s summer skirt. Something like that. Then we have these pieces here. 100% Petra. We have seen this material before. Also with this, these hats are also like very like typical boutique fashion Petra 70s. So don't know if I have the skirt maybe in it, because there are skirts that could go with it, like this for example. But I couldn't find out. I couldn't find it in any of the Petra like catalogs that are like, you know, that are scanned and are up somewhere online. Very likely Petra with this trim here, green skirt. Maybe this belongs together, I can't tell, but this is the same material again. I love this jacket. This jacket is so cool. And then this definitely is the same color, so maybe this is a number that goes together or not, but I'm very, very sure it's Petra. We have another one of those skirts. We had a very similar one before, so Petra. I found also something very similar online for Petra. Not exactly like this, but Petra had very similar things that also looked like, this is like dirndls or like traditional German clothing. That was also a thing, so yeah. Very likely Petra. Because of this hat, also my gut feeling is this might be Petra, but it might be something a little later. Maybe with, I don't know, this? Something, these separate sleeves or so. I couldn't identify it, but it's probably like early 80s or something, late 70s Petra. And as there is so much Petra in this lot, my guess is that most of it that I cannot identify here is probably Petra. And then, I mean, this is so interesting. It was even like most of these pieces always had these like pieces of paper in between, because there's so many more of these fashions. Like, look at these elaborate dresses. This is even in there twice. Same dress. Couldn't identify it, but it is Petra. I know it by the like buttons. Look at this. Isn't that fabulous? This gold shiny overcoat here with a like lining in it. It's a little bit because of the material. It's a similar material to the, you know, Golden Dream Barbie that can fray very easily. But oh my god, it is definitely something that was over like one of those dresses here. Maybe not this dress directly, but a lot of Petra pieces were like this. So clearly Petra. Just haven't found this exact one. This is also a super cute dress. Very like, you know, what's it called? Very much like, you know, flower power hippie dresses. So definitely 70s. With this I cannot tell, because neither the material nor the cut nor the buttons lead me to Petra, but still it could be. See, there's another layer of paper in between. Then this is one of those ugly dresses in my opinion, because this material I know was also used by Steffi Love in the 80s. So my guess is then this is either like, it's definitely more like 80s, an 80s big poofy gown that I don't like. This is a little bit better. A hat and a skirt. This has already Velcro, so I can't tell absolutely, but it's probably then not Petra or anything. It's probably something completely different. It's not ugly. It's probably from the 80s, I would say, or like late 80s or something. Then we have a dress that is definitely newer. This might be from a Cinderella doll or something, because see, this is very Cinderella-like. It doesn't have a tag that leads me to anything. It just says made in China, but I've said it in this video, Simba had definitely the license to do Disney dolls at one point. Maybe it is a Simba like Cinderella dress, but more like 2000s, I would guess. This is, I know, this is I think a Steffi Love piece. I think I found it once, or was it Petra? I have the full outfit actually already. It doesn't look good on a doll. I've put it on a doll. It doesn't really fit well. And this is the cheapest of cheap. This is one of those dresses that you could buy on AliExpress or on eBay or whatever from China. The back doesn't even have, you know, the lace. The lace is just, oh, this is really like paper. So yeah, but something like this was also in here. Such an interesting mixed lot. And I have the feeling that this might have come from a collector. She was the person selling it to me. She said it's not from her. She sells it for somebody. Maybe someone that she knew that died, or I don't know, an older lady or something like that. That's what I would expect. She was maybe collecting from, you know, Petra dolls from, you know, early on in the 70s or something, but still got some pieces here and there, which is why there's lots of Fashion Avenue from the 90s and early 2000s in there. And there's even some, you know, other pieces when she maybe found out you can buy fashions on the internet or something. That's my guess. And I'm slightly overwhelmed because do I need all of these Petra fashions? Do I need all of that? What am I doing with it? It's just taking up room, and if there's Petra collectors, they would probably love to have this. And I am a Petra collector, but my era of Petra is a little bit different. I mean, I love to keep these pieces, but do I need to keep all of these big gowns? Not really. What I have definitely bought now is another like Barbie suitcase, which is not Barbie, but you know, a fashion suitcase from, you know, a third party contributor, because Petra didn't have cases. I would have loved to buy a Petra case, like a doll trunk thing. And then I will try to sort out all of the Petra fashions that are lovely and cool, but I don't plan to keep, you know, stuff like that. That's not really my vibe. I might keep one or two of these pieces, and then I have these separate. And I don't know if I ever get in contact with a Petra collector or something, or if you know anyone who is collecting these 70s Petra outfits and would like to have them, I would like to sell them, obviously not for an horrendous price, because I got this whole box for 20 euro. I mean, but I would like to technically give a lot of this to other people who enjoy it more than me, who also maybe like to put it on dolls because they might be collecting Petra from the 60s and 70s or something like that. As a, you know, as of me, I'm not collecting 70s and 60s Petras. I might pick now up one or two if I find one. Honestly, I haven't seen some in a while at flea markets. For a while I saw them pretty often. I always left them because I don't really like them. But having one or two here and there to put these dresses on wouldn't be a bad thing, I would say. But you know, most of these pieces I would like to give to other people. But what I'm definitely keeping most of is no, maybe not this, but like stuff like this. So, oof, I think that's everything. Oh my god, kudos to you if you really watched the whole thing. It really just full of doll fashions. I say mostly Barbie fashions because, you know, I mostly collect Barbie, but I mean, there were also, you know, as I said, Petra fashions, but then there was even a little bit of LOL, and then some pieces might have been Bratz or whatever. As always, if you are able to identify some of the things where I was like, I don't know what that is, that could be clone, I couldn't find out, it looks like Barbie, but I don't know what it is, please help me out. Put it always in the comments down below with a timestamp. So I don't know what 39.02, because if it was at the minute 39 minutes and 02, then tell me what it is, because that absolutely helps me. Sometimes also, if you're like, you have just a feeling it could be this and that, sometimes this even helps me, leads me into the correct like direction what it could be. But for the clone pieces, don't spend too much time on that, especially the ones where I was like, I'm not planning to keep them unless you see something, oh, that's vintage Barbie in there, then please alert me. I haven't thrown away anything probably, because I mean, most of the things I will also not throw away. There's really little things that I throw away in terms of Barbie fashions. or like doll fashions just when they're super ripped that I can't even repair them. So I mostly keep them until I find someone who's interested. Some fashions at one point I also put out just in the street for, you know, you can take it away, because this is very common here. Just put your stuff that you are not interested anymore, but might be interesting to someone else. Put it out in the street for free and then people take it away. I've also done that with a couple of, you know, toys that I was not interested in. Some Barbie fashions or doll fashions go in there, but if I haven't done that yet, then and there's something in these clone fashions where you're like, hey, wait, this is actually this and that. Yeah, a long winding outro here. If you enjoyed the video nonetheless, although it was just like fashions, then you can still, of course, give it a thumbs up. As I said, comment down below, whatever. You also don't need to help me identify. You can just comment whatever you want. And if you're not subscribed, but you are interested in all of that, you know, of course, not just Barbie fashions, but also other toys from the 80s and 90s, then maybe you want to hit the subscribe button. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye!